And we back. Today is a very special day. It is the first day of NBA 2K21 on Next Gen. I have been strolling through Twitter on the last couple days and seeing all of my favorite content creators get an Xbox Series X early, and I made it my mission to get one early as well. It cost a pretty penny, but we got it. And listen, this is not a time for the console wars. I will get a PlayStation 5 eventually, but this is here now. Which means that 2K21 is here now, which means that I can publish videos. So if you're new around here, we had this thing that we like to call consistency. I'm Kenny, and for the next X amount of days, I'm gonna be uploading 2K21 related content. So be sure to subscribe, leave a like on the video. This is the very first Next Gen related video on the channel, so we need to spam the like button. Now the goal for today is just to take a look around, because from the patch notes on our last video, my league is gone, my GM is gone, and we have my NBA. And I want to see if all of those things they talked about, was it really just smoke and things are exactly the same? We will find out right here, right now. The first official rebuilding challenge will be up tomorrow, but I want to say to my OGs out there, we are about to do so much more than just the rebuilds and stuff. I think that this is going to be a game that's going to blossom across all different, game modes, and I want to be able to touch all those different game modes, you feel me? Especially if we load into my NBA right now and it's exactly the same. Best believe we're going to change things up. But let's take a look at things. Now, somebody told me to look at players and see if I see anything different. So not create roster, but actual roster, and they told me to go to Giannis and click on him. So what am I supposed to be looking at here? This is all the same. That's the same. Nothing is new. That's something that's been in the game. Tennessee's, I do know that there's a lot of different badges this year. Of course, they split them all up. Like Fearless Finisher wasn't a badge, but Giannis got a Hall of Fame now. Improved ability to convert contact layups. That's something he does great. This is nothing new. That's nothing new. Like, no. Okay. A new little feature. It's small. This is small, and I'm not about to get hyped over this. But what this looks like to me is it's showing that Giannis, when he came into the game as a rookie, he was like a 60 overall, and then it showed his progression to now he's a 97. So okay, that's for Giannis. What about a guy like LeBron? Right, he's been in the league for 17 years. Where's LeBron at? He's just always up there. So, okay, what about a guy that's been in the league for a long time but is old? Is free agency here? Is Pau Gasol still in free agency? He is. And there's Pau Gasol's, coming into the league as an 80-something overall. Pau has been that man. First ballot Hall of Famer. But now at age 40, basically, he's not that good anymore, only a 75. I want to reiterate, this is not a rebuilding challenge today. I'm just taking a look around the mode and seeing what it looks like. Transitions look cool. Now here this is, right? This is something we read about in the patch notes from yesterday. This is turned off. Next will be fantasy draft, custom settings, yada yada yada. What I want to do is I want to go into it exactly the way they think it should be on default. So I'm not changing any settings for today's video. Playable G League games are in there. Start from today. You can do it from the off season, which would be interesting, because what's considered the off season in this very weird NBA season? I'm kind of curious. Then we got all of this. You know what? Let's just go into it. Pick a team. Any team, just any team. I randomly selected a team and it happened to be this team. I don't know. I have no connection to this team whatsoever. So overall, it does have a little facelift of an update, and as you can see, the UI is a little bit different. But what is different inside of here? Because one thing I was speculating, it came to those notes that we reacted to in last video. I was hoping that wasn't it. I was hoping that there was more that was underneath the surface that they didn't really talk about. So let's hope, because those patch notes were cool. It was alright, but like, we want more. So anyway, just taking a look around things. This is all the same, just looks a little bit different format. Roster, trade, proposal. We can see our future draft picks, and they going deep to 2025, so that's cool. When it comes to our staff, because it is my GM and my league together, we do have coaches with badges. So Billy Donovan is our coach here in Chicago, and he's a tactician, he's a former player, and he's a teacher. Those are the 3 badges he has. But we do have people with negative badges, like Owen Masters. He's got a snake badge. That ain't never good to be called a snake. And occasionally fails to deliver you task reminders in hope that your failure will help them take your position. you're fired. And this is not even a real video. I just can't have a guy that's trying to take my spot, even if I'm not actually doing a rebuild. This guy has no badges. Welcome to the Chicago Bulls. But if we take a look down here when it comes to available coaches, these are all players that were in previous 2Ks. So nothing has really changed here as far as your selection of potential coaches. These are all like people that have been in the game for years at a time. League expansion. Did they add more cities? Did they add more preset things? Pre-built. Baltimore Barons. That's not new. Pittsburgh first. Okay. It does not look, they did not update this whatsoever. These are still the same ones that we had for the past couple years. And since the game ain't officially out, nobody has nothing on the community tab. But that's still kind of an L. How the heck, 2K, do you not have a pre-built thing in Las Vegas? How do you not have a pre-built thing in Seattle? Two of the biggest markets that don't have a basketball team. I don't understand it. Anyway, let's see the loading screen. All right, I'm gonna go to freestyle. And that was like instantaneous. You feel me? That was like real quick. And Zach LaVine, ooh, that jump shot's kind of slow. But I think it's probably on rookie, so he'll probably hit them all. And then he proceeds to miss immediately. It looks cleaner. The UC looks kind of nice. So that's cool that was so fast. And that was one of the things they advertised, that things are going to move so quick now. So obviously 2K does not have, what the heck is up with this guy's smile? That's it's a lot creepy. They don't have the rookies in. Of course, the draft is not for another couple weeks. But the big thing that's going to make or break this mode for the next month is how quickly 2K addresses the rosters and the draft. Because you know, free agency and the draft is coming up a couple weeks from now. If 2K is on his game, like the day after the draft, the rookie is out there, big W. If I can't come into the day after the draft and do a LaMelo Ball rebuild, it's a L. It's just a L. And then, of course, with free agency in this game, because free agency had to be on pause because the season got pushed back, the 2020 free agency class is the same as the 2021 free agency class in this game, and that's not good. So when free agency hits, if the day one Montrezl Harrell signed somewhere else, I should be able to load in 2K and see Montrezl Harrell on his new team without me having to customly do it. And 2K said they have an entire team dedicated to these type of stuff. I even read a report that they had an entire team based on tendencies now. So tendencies is something we've complained about for years, should not be a problem anymore. You feel me? So if they have these entire teams, I'm expecting nothing but the best from y'all. Don't let us down. Do not let us down. I'm going to come back to that. But one thing I forgot to even look at when I was at rosters was I'm guessing that the G League is going to be in here, right? So there's all players, of course. We got the GOATs. And yeah. So G League is in here. But the next question is, the one that we proposed, is will they have any real players? And looking at these first two teams, it looks like these are strictly auto-generated guys. And guess what? They all look scary. They look bad. But it looks like these are all auto-generated guys. Which is very interesting. Because the NBA is incorporating this new thing where like players can forego the college experience and go straight to the G League. So I was hoping that we were going to have real G League players, and maybe just a couple. I didn't expect you to have a full 15-man roster of G Leaguers, but a few G Leaguers added to the team that like are real would have been great. This guy looks scary. Like, come on, bro. You couldn't tell me Andre Ingram couldn't be in the game? Nothing. Not even the Laker legend Andre Ingram is in this game. Everything else seems like it's pretty much the same. So let's see about the trade. Let's say trade finder, throw a first round pick with Otto Porter. Well, you know, what type of trades do we? Andre Drummond. I was wondering if Logic was going to play a bigger part in trades and stuff. It don't really seem like it. Okay, let's say I put Zach LaVine in the first. Okay, so Logic is pretty much the same in the game. It's pretty much the same. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, I could trade for Trae Young right now. I was hoping for Logic to be increased. Trade Logic to be increased, just to make the challenge a little bit more difficult for us. They're trying to teach me how to do trades. Trust me, I know all about the trades. So yeah, I know about the salary cap out. Boom, deal. Now the next most important thing is one that everybody's questioning: the sim speed. Simulate the entire season. I don't care about scouting. Tyler Hero for Wendell Carter. That's no. This is not a rebuild. What am I doing? But as you can see, sim speed is better than last year, for sure better. And you know what? I might be able to get it faster. See if this age-old trick actually works this year. You know, you might be able to get it to like super fast, which will be dope. Obviously, it doesn't mess with like what the PC would look like. And for my PC owners out there, I have no idea if you're getting this update. I still don't know. Nobody has said anything to me, which is kind of an L. But as you can see, sim speed is faster. It's still like fast, but it's better than what it was in last gen. And you know what? I'll take that as a mini W. Hey, that trade made the Bulls a playoff team. So screen looks better, right? Different is the right word. Maybe not better. Luka puts up the Luka type things. Dylan Windler actually puts up numbers. But everything is pretty much the same. Oh, we got executive of the year now because again, my GM and my league are incorporated into we won. And this is something that's a my GM feature. Trae Young makes now NBA first team. It just seems like, again, I think the big thing is just about the roster updates. Everything else can stay the same. I'm not even, oh my God, Bam Adebayo first team. Bam said, come here, son. Jokic, who? Karl-Anthony Towns, who? Where's Embiid? Not even here. Not even here because Bam Adebayo is just that guy now. But yeah, again, going into it, I didn't expect anything super crazy. I'm trying to think back on the patches, like on the patch notes. Is there something that we should be looking for that's different? Because overall, this feels pretty much the same as the 8th seed Chicago Bulls losing the championship. And the 8th seed Chicago, did you hear that right? The 8th seed Chicago Bulls loses in the championship in a game 7 to the Clippers. All right. I don't want to do this because it is very early, but I'm looking back on the notes, right? On the patch notes or the update for this game. And the only thing that we would really be able to see as like the new features is potentially this boom or bust system, but that would even take years into the future to really see. Everything else is kind of the same. There's a new staff member. Nobody really cares about that. This is something that could be interesting. Tattoos on auto-generated players. That doesn't affect gameplay or our experience too much. Overall, it's not that much different. And I don't know why I came into it expecting things to be a different experience, but it's not really, right? Because at the end of the day, if you weren't a real fan of my GM, then them adding task updates doesn't really do anything. One thing I do notice is right here on this screen, on right above me, these are different pictures than the same 5 pictures or whatever they've used over the past decade or so. So that's kind of cool. But let's go into the NBA draft just to see what's up. I don't have a pick in this year's draft, but they said it was going to be a more dynamic experience when it comes to like prospects and stuff. So let's see what they meant by that. So a couple 80+ overalls in the first year. So that's interesting. This guy comes in with 10 badges. He's probably gonna come in and be Hall of Fame ceiling. His floor is Drew Holiday. He's a 6'7" point guard from Wisconsin. That's dynamic. Great defender. Sheesh. Yeah, this guy's kind of a beast. Kind of clamps off rip. Oh yeah, that guy's kind of a beast. But as you can see, at least the way they're trying to advertise it, is that things are a little bit different. This guy Quincy, you see, he's got a full sleeve. All right, people are coming in with tattoos, double sleeved up. Eddie Patrick is full sleeve there. It seems like, is everybody, well, most people gonna have like full sleeves? Okay, I guess not. Okay, cool. Because I was gonna say, if everybody's got a full sleeve, like, come on, 2K, let's relax just a little bit. But let's go to like edit player and look at this guy's sleeve, like his, where do we go? Accessories. So he's got like a little tribal piece. Okay, pretty cool. And he's hooping in some 4s. Oh snap! I may found a new favorite player. Last name Hughes, first name Cam. Playing for the Lakers. Stretch 5 for the Lakers. Okay, let's see what free agency consists of. Again, like I mentioned, this is a big part of the game and something 2K is going to have to take notice of once free agency does hit. It needs to be rapid fire, right? It needs to be rapid fire. We got Kawhi as like the free agent thing. Giannis might go to the Heat or the Lakers. Probably the Heat. Kawhi is going back to the Raptors. LeBron is going to the Pelicans. Okay. Okay. Not digging it. LeBron opting out and going to the Pelicans. Sure, that can make for a fun video experience, but if this is supposed to be sim, this feels a bit weird to see him do that, is all I'm saying. But let's see if he actually does, because sometimes those offers mean nothing. I'm 4 days into free agency. Giannis went to the Heat. Anthony Davis and LeBron came back to the Lakers. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. I actually do like that because in other rebuilding challenges on last gen, not Kawhi. Anthony Davis always left LeBron. He always did. And in real life, we're knowing that Anthony Davis will most likely re-sign with the Lakers. So him doing that here is pretty cool. Jason Tatum, these guys are on rookie contracts. Paul George resigns to the Clippers while Kawhi leaves. That's cool. Bam Adebayo goes to the Cavs because, well, Giannis went to the Heat. So Bam goes to the Cavs. The Knicks get Kyle Lowry. And then you got some mixing up down here as well. All right. Next thing, and probably the last thing we take a look at for real, is player progression. And just see how that's different. And what I'm noticing, not a lot of things will be different when it comes to this, which is okay. You know, which is okay. We can still have a lot of fun on this mode and have fun on other modes as well. But it doesn't like anything is changing dramatically. Which again, it's like, okay, we put 2K in a rough spot. They also brought in LaMarcus and Derek Favors. Jay Crowder's back. Corey Joseph. And Jimmy Butler's still there. Who's your point guard? Corey Joe? Ooh, that's kind of rough. Why did they get so many bigs? I don't understand. But what I was saying is that we kind of put 2K in a weird scenario because, again, the mode of my league, or the idea of it, is rebuilding the team, and it's not that much they can do. At the end of the day, we kind of want bug fixes fixed. And I can't tell right off rip without doing an actual rebuild of all those bug fixes that we saw, or bugs that we saw have been fixed. But overall, I think we can still have a lot of fun on this mode. So based off me playing around the mode for 20 minutes, what can I say about it? It's alright. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's still going to take a lot of time for us to really get into it until I can have like a real criticism or a real review of everything. Only thing I can say is that I'm super excited because not only just for this My NBA thing, but across all platforms, I feel like this is going to be a good year for not just me, but content creators in general. And I want everybody to eat. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new. I'll be back tomorrow because it is consistency, all right? Peace.